Hey folks, Quillykin here, and welcome back to some more Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup with Brad the Gargoyle. It's been some time since I played our last little round, but hopefully we will make some progress this time, because we hit kind of a bit of a stomp, a bit of a block, unfortunately. We are going to attempt Snake. So, you know, I was looking through, reminding myself which branches are supposed to be the easiest. I think Swamp is supposed to be the easiest, which we don't have. Then it's Snake, generally considered pretty easy. Some people say Snake is easier than Swamp. And then it goes Spider and Shoals as the hardest of these initial ones. I mean, Slime really hard. So really, we kind of have to tackle Snake. And one of the big challenges, I think, last time were just the ones that summoned more, surrounded more. So maybe we can look at that. I think someone also pointed out that maybe there had been a Broadaxe in one of the shops. There's a Vorpal Broadaxe and a regular Broadaxe. And why aren't we... So there's a regular one, but there was this Vorpal Broadaxe, which, yeah, it's +0, but we can enchant that. Wouldn't that be better? I mean, +5 is pretty good. No, Vorpal's going to be pretty good. Yeah, I missed that one. So let's go down to layer 5. Pick up this Vorpal Broadaxe. Hopefully we're not hitting any weird timer stuff. Now... I think it's worth equipping for the bonus damage, but we might want to go and enchant it a bunch. I only have a couple of enchant weapons, but I think it might be worth it. We got to try to pump ourselves up. Now, I mean, the +5 versus what's going to be a +2 and use our scrolls, is it better? I don't know. The Vorpal should be adding a decent amount of damage, although there are some magic dealers down there as well. Oh, wait, and I forgot. The Broadaxe has a much higher base damage. So we got a base damage of 11 versus a base damage of 13. It does have lower accuracy, but that's going to be okay with lots of things. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and do it. Enchant weapon, Broadaxe. Enchant weapon, Broadaxe. The other thing I could have done is I could have picked up the normal one and brand it, but I think this is going to be fine. So we're going to wield this. And we are going to make sure our skill target, which is set to 18 for our axes. I think what I'm going to do... Did we hit our target for shields? Oh, we did. Good, good, good. Because I was going to say, maybe I'll just focus on axes and shields for accuracy. We have to focus on axes, which is good. We're actually not far from capping it out either. I guess having fighting and armor turned on right now is still okay. All right, so with that, we're going to go back to the snake pit. And hope we can actually make progress this time around. So we are here. I mean, we have cleared some stuff, so it should be okay. What is +2 tower shield? Now that's interesting. I mean, I think ultimately the shield we use might be based on the brand. We do have fire resistance on our kite shield. Now the tower shield is a lot more intense. It's a lot better of a shield in terms of pure defensive stuff. We might keep the fire resist for now. We only have the 1 pip of it. I think that's going to be okay. Plus, we will have to go and work on the shield skill some more to use the tower shield. So I think I'm going to leave it be for the moment. We shall see. All right. Auto Explorer. Move down here. Has been a little bit, so I'm trying to remember exactly where we were. Black Mamba. Well, you're all right. I fling a dart at you. Make sure you notice me with my tiny little amounts of stealth. And we'll do that. We got the U4 soundtrack running this time, feeling very epic. Tab, 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 tab. Good there. Do I want to backtrack a little? I think I've got to turn off the numlock. Okay, ugly white thing, which can be poisoned, which is nice. Now, the white things do cold damage, which we do have 2 pips of resistance to that now. So I think we did run into some white things last time we were playing, and we did have some issue with them, but I don't think we had any cold resist at the time. So they were doing a lot of bonus burst damage. Now we should be a lot sturdier. Okay, that's still a lot of white things. Okay, and some brown things there. I'm just going to kite them back to the staircase. Which is up over here, yeah. That way, if I need to beat a hasty retreat, I can. I don't remember what the brown things do as a base damage. Earthy, is it poison? Acid damage, which we don't have a resistant to, although we are resistant to corrosion. Just going to drag this one up here and do that. I'm going to wait a bit, see if they scatter just a tiny bit. Come down. Okay, they did not. But, all right, we're taking them out just fine. In fact, it seems like we're doing more damage to those than the white ones, and I don't know why. Okay, I'm just going to pull this one back. It did shout. Now, I want to stay here for breaking line of sight, even though running to the staircase is pretty good. I think here we'd be a little annoyed because they wouldn't follow us. What kind of stuff did they drop? Nothing too exciting. Mage, maybe I'll just go in here and break line of sight. And engage you. Okay, magic user, base axe skill. I mean, I could have switched to the anti-magic axe for this guy, but that's going to be all right. Many, many more white things. Was there frosty access here? Because it looks like a frozen area. Maybe there had been an arch to a cold path before. Yeah, it's closed up. We weren't able to make it, but that's okay. Enchant armor scrolls. I don't think I want to use those right now. I mean, I could go and max out the kite shield of fire resistance, which would be bad, or the cloak of stealth, maybe. Most likely we're going to be changing the cloak of stealth for some other cloak later on. We can't enchant our artifacts, so our helmet or our boots or our scale mail, and the gloves aren't branded. We might keep using this kite shield for a while, so I'm actually thinking, and we do have a lot of these, and ultimately the hope is that we're going to be replacing all of our armor with artifact stuff long run. So I'm going to go ahead and enchant the kite shield. Can't remember if +2 is the max for that, or it might be +4 for shields. +5, okay. Well, I think that's going to be good, because I think that is going to give us a fair bit more defense, and I think we do. It's our only source of fire resist right now, so it's not bad. So we got a ghost in here, which is not flagged in red, which is interesting. Can hit for 31, 38% chance to hit us, which is pretty decent. I mean, 3 hits could kill us, depending on what the actual range and the damage is. It might need 4, so it'd be swinging, you know, let's say it swings 10 times at us to kill us. That's not that long. And meanwhile, we have a better chance to hit, because we're going to hit about 60% of the time. But it has decent damage. I don't think we're popping this open right now, although... Oh, fuck! I hit X and it didn't take. I hit X and it didn't take. Oh, was I already on X mode? Maybe I was already on X mode. I was hitting X so that I could go and view what this is over here. Maybe I was already in that mode. It's an unknown scroll. I guess we already know what acquirement is. And that's all I wanted to see. Well, alright, I'm going to kite back. Luckily, that guy is just a meleeer. And we might be able to bring a bunch of these upstairs. This actually might be fine. Let me drag some of these up. I mean, those aren't going to be a threat. Actually, we don't even need to drag them up. We can just stay on the staircase over here. All right, Ghost Boy. I don't think ghosts follow up the stairs. If we take a little bit of damage, we'll run away immediately. Oh my god. Okay, this was a joke. I was worried for nothing. Ghosts tend to be good XP. Simulacrum. Scroll. So, okay, if we hit slash and we hit unrecognized, summoning and torment. Okay. Well, I don't want to random read it. I mean, I wouldn't mind random reading torment and then just getting rid of it, but if it's summoning, I don't want to waste it. So do I have identifies? Yeah, I got a bunch of identifies. Oh, also a potion of experience. Is there any reason not to use that immediately? I find it hard to imagine. So no, I think we want to quaff the potion of experience immediately. There we are. Oh, do we get to choose where it goes? I guess if I just hit enter here, it'll go based on what we've got. It's not even giving us that much. I mean, I could do something like just apply to axes so that it can get to its max a little faster. And it did level us up as well, and that's always beneficial. Okay, we are done here, so I'm going to peek down these stairs. I'm going to drag up a couple of these guys. I think we're going to pop right back down. I'm not really worried about the mom, but okay, these guys are doing a surprising amount of damage to us. Okay. Drag the 2 snakes up. Fighting increased. Good. Pop back down. Regular Naga. Okay. So what I still want to do is my normal thing. Is there anything interesting in these packs of items? Not really. Okay. I want to do my normal thing where I peek down these various staircases to give us a little bit more of a layout of the world. Also, we know that even if we pop next to some enemies here, we've got a staircase. Sometimes you get a nasty surprise where you're immediately adjacent to something really nasty. But generally speaking, it's the safest place to be because you know you're going to be in a staircase. I don't think we want the regular plate mail. Okay, I do want those scrolls, but what I'm going to do is sort of do where we just make sure there's nothing sneaking up behind us here. And the area near the stair... Actually, we're looking pretty okay here. Alright, we got some snakes. I guess we were just having a problem here because of the, that one thing that, like, teleports things next to you. And maybe our gear wasn't exactly correct. What does the Ritualist do? Alright, a bunch of poison, which we don't care about. We've got some constriction and stuff going on here, but... Okay, and they do have some help. But the Axe Cleave is good here. Again, we'd rather fight single file for safety, but if we don't have a good place to retreat to, and I guess I could have retreated to here, but that wouldn't have felt very good, then the Axe, you know, does kind of deal with that. More scrolls of brand weapon. So I could go and grab that non-magical broad axe and try to brand it. I don't remember, can you rebrand something you've already done if we whiff and hit something we don't care about? Which at this point would probably be like poison wouldn't be all that useful. Even electricity wouldn't be that useful because this does swing pretty slowly. More IDs, and we got another scroll of summoning. Hello, sea snake. Where'd you go? Should have. Okay, you did spot me already this time. Well, let's just drag you back here. Like, any one thing right now is totally fine. The problem is if we run into a giant group we can't deal with. That electrical attack could have been very dangerous if we didn't have built-in electrical resistance, but we do. Oh, what was that? That might have been the anti-magic war axe we just saw. Okay. Done exploring. Why were we having such a hard time with this branch? Okay, now I'm getting overly cocky. And I'm gonna die. But although I do remember that last time I was playing, I was like, I played and I was like, oh, I wish I hadn't started this. If this wasn't a roguelike with, like, you know, no way to restore from a save, I think I would have played for like 3 minutes, realized that my head wasn't in the right space, and then just, like, you know, quit out, and then like, oh, I'll just reload the save, you know, tomorrow when I'm in the right headspace. But unfortunately, there was no way for me to roll back there, so I was kind of committed to doing a whole episode. Hear roar, hear angry buzzing noises. Okay, so Snake Pit, how deep does it go? It goes to 4, so we're not on the bottom level. I'm not worried about the Swamp Dragon's attacks. I'm a little bit paranoid about... Oh, is this the buzzing? It's like a hive of bees. Just because they can be annoying because of they're a little hard to hit, and there tends to be big crowds of them. Hello, Hydra. Okay, so Hydra, we need to equip our spear. The anti-magic part doesn't help here. If we had a flaming axe, that would be great. What I should do... So you are in the A slot already, which is great. Oh, no, yes. Yeah, sorry, I saw the A there. But you're in the A slot, and this is what we primarily want to use. I'm going to adjust you to B. That way I can toggle between the two this way. Although I probably won't remember that that's the case. I'll probably still do it manually through the menu when there's a Hydra. Just because it's something that happens so infrequently. Why are you confused by, like, the gas or something? Okay, I can run up the stairs if ever I feel like it's going to be overwhelmed, but right now I'm kind of okay. 2 at a time isn't too bad. We still get the cleave benefits, and that's all right. I think we checked all 3 of the staircases. I'm just going to do a little bit more waiting. Hello, Goliath Frog. What's your deal? Cold-blooded, cold attacks, fast, and swims extremely quickly. Very small. Can hit from a distance and deal extra acid damage if any does. So what do you do, like spit? But you don't have a lot of HP. I think the thing to do is to run up to you. Even though it advances the stairs, but I mean barely so. Okay, nice hallway here. We know that a lot of the stuff that was from here was probably already drawn to us because of the sound. Although clearly more things are still coming. So it might be a little dangerous to leave our staircase. But I'm a little bit worried actually about something coming from behind. Although we know there's another staircase over here should something bad happen. I think we can safely do auto-explory things. We are flying above the water here, so we're not worried about slowing down or getting weird mischances. There could be lots more things over here. I don't like the idea of backing myself into this corner, although in a sense it's a safe spot to be. So I'm going to do this. If we get too much trouble, we can always teleport out. Although, you know, it uses up consumables we may not want to. I'm going to stay here for a little bit of cleave because I'm not feeling like my damage is too bad. And there's a little bit of rangy things they're doing, although it's mostly poison spit, which doesn't affect us. All right, we're getting plenty of broad axes now. Shock Serpent. We are immune to electrical. I'll just pull back here just in case he ends up with a bunch of friends. Hey, you. Come at me, bro. Okay. They're hasting themselves, which is fine. Constrict, which is okay. Just gonna wait here. Whack these guys as they come by. So this mage, what else can it do? That's not the button I wanted. Oh, I guess I have to do this to see it. Spit poison, Most dangerous thing you do effectively to me is haste yourself. I mean, if you could haste your friends, that would actually be the most terrifying. I think those are separate abilities, though. I think haste other is what the ability is called on monsters. I think haste just hastes themselves all the time. Why aren't you coming near me? Block. Wait, do you actually have a polearm? Oh, that is a polearm! Like a halberd. I thought it was an axe. I was about to say something about, well, it's a good thing these guys don't have polearms, because I can just sit here all day long. Naga Warrior's pretty tough. Hey, level 18. Do we still go with plan just boosting our strength all the time? I don't know. I kind of feel for extendy things we might start boosting our int, because that might be the better way to get some spell casting going. Not that we have any spells yet. I guess boosting our int will give us more magic, which is effectively a source of hit points because of our guardian amulet, but not all the time. I'm going to do one more strength just because I want even 30, which is going to break as soon as we equip and de-equip various things, but still, for now, I don't care. Hello, Viper and friends. First, bring you back over here. Oh, weapon. +3 hand axe of flaming. Well, I like the flaming brand. We might carry it around as our alternate Hydra slaying weapon. Hand axe is a really bad base. But edged weapons with flaming cut heads off Hydras, so they get weaker as you fight them. We have our spear, which at least doesn't create new heads. But if we got, like, if we ran into, like, the big 27-headed Hydra or something like that, we might want to go and chop off a few heads. Well, likely right now we just run away from it, because I think it would destroy us. I didn't want to read. I want to hit 5 to rest, and a little bit more. Get them hit points. Fairly open level, but I think a lot of it has been dragged to us at this point. At some point, we're going to have to go and collect those books, because here's the thing. Now, as soon as you pick up the book, you'll read it and learn it, right? Which is why they're red marked. Because Trog hates that. I don't think there's a way for us to hold it in our inventory or stockpile it for later or anything like that. I'm feeling... What are you zapping with? This is the Naga Mage. That is some damage there. I mean, the constricts aren't helping. So yeah, because I was thinking about that. Like, it would be nice to have one big pile of books that we just pick up later on. Halberd of Protection. A good weapon, but not for us. There's some polearmy things over here. Actually, I'm going to step back a little bit more. They can't both polearmy. I mean, now they can because that's all I'm engaging, but salamanders aren't really a threat. So yeah, we're going to have to do, whenever we drop Trog, which isn't going to be until we want to enter, what was the... Can't remember what the branch is called with all the undead. Tomb or whatever? Because TSO loves it when you kill, like, evil things, like undead and demons. So you can just, like, power up through there a lot. And Trog's Wrath is supposed to be really quite bad. Like, he summons very dangerous stuff. But it's not unhandleable at, you know, a certain level, and you can always just run away from things and wait until they dissipate. Okay, these Guardian Spirit Serpents, these are the things that were, like, murdering my face. Blink allies surround encircling. Now, I think that's only visible allies. I don't think he summons from random levels, or random parts of the map, but I might be wrong about that. But I was on the staircase, so it was the best possible place to deal with that. Now, they might have shouted a little bit. Nope, no one else is coming? Okay. And we'll poke through a different staircase. This guy's got a polearm, so I do have to leave the staircase location to engage him. Okay, so again, salamanders aren't too bad. Mystic, what is your deal? Force Lance, Haste Other, see, Magma Bolt. None of that's too scary. But... Oh, those are all the staircases. Okay. I was like, we'll poke through the other staircase, but that's about it. I don't like this whole moving forward, but we can retreat to the staircase pretty easily. The problem is if we get blink encircled, then all of a sudden we find ourselves with a hard time retreating, which is probably what caused us to burn some consumables when we previously entered Snake. Now, this is the bottom of Snake. I don't remember what kind of stuff is on the bottom of this branch and how bad it might be. There are some rangy things going on, but we are sitting on the staircase. I do have to leave to kill Polearm guy, and the sharpshooter certainly isn't coming to me either. Scroll of Silence. Okay. Hello, Black Mamba. I'm going to move towards you because it's a pretty open area. We've got pretty good vision about what's coming anyway. Glowing Battle Axe. Battle Axes are two-handed, and that's not really what we're looking to do. He's quite far away. So I still want to bring him to me rather than have to do a big hike to him and take some shots, but we don't know what's hiding behind him. Turns out it looks like it was probably nothing. Hello, Naga Warrior. Oh, I still have vision on you? I'm surprised, actually. And a Naga Mage. Okay. Okay, and something here is also miting these guys. So I probably were fine. But probablys are bad, right? Because what's the whole thing? If you're like 99% to survive, well, after 100 fights, statistically, there's a good chance you're going to die. So I took enough stupid risks early on. Now is not the time to be taking dumbass risks when we can easily retreat to a staircase. Warax of Venom would have been really nice early on. Pew. I'm weakened? Weakening Gaze. Alright, well, let's move here. We will be fighting 2 at a time, and we did take some damage. But we should be starting to knock these guys down fairly quickly in this location. Yeah, I felt very secure there. Now, of course, salamanders are associated with fire in sort of myth and things. I think the myth came about that they like to, like, make their little nests and things in fallen, rotting logs. And so people would throw the logs on the fire, and the salamanders would come out, and people would think, oh, they're born of fire. I think we've explored the entire level other than this little bit over here, which I suspect will continue and have some baddies. I also don't like that we don't have a corner to sort of hide around here. I can't remember if I can fly above magma safely, or if there's, like, heat. I think I can, though. Hello, Mystic. Well, at least you can be poisoned. +3 Vorpal Trident is not helpful at all. Well, we are auto-moving onto the magma here with the auto-explorer, so I guess it is totally okay. Is that worm not coming? Oh, because it doesn't know how to open doors, I bet. So yeah, you're going to shoot fireballs at me. Which, I mean, we're not immune to fire. We got some resistance. It does certainly good things for us, but still don't like the idea of standing above the fire. Even though, as far as I know, there's nothing these guys can do to deny me my my flight. Are you poison resistant? Yep, resistant poison. Okay. So less likely to get it, and I think you take less damage from the ticks as well. But, I mean, it still builds up. Okay, Guardian Serpent. You are resistant poison. You're not cold-blooded? Really? I'm actually quite surprised about that. Now, Ice Blast is really loud. But yeah, they're shouting and stuff anyway. There you go. Kill you before there's a whole lot around. I know, you're resistant to poison, but it's like, yeah, we can weaken you anyway. I got tons of these darts. And more things become, like, resistant or immune to poison as you go deeper. So it's not really a waste. Well, as far as that can reach. I'm going to go ahead and hit these guys with that anyway. And more. Yeah, and the miting is very scary. Is that the other thing you do? No, you slow, which is terrifying. There you go. Get you killed, and... We don't have any evoking skill, so these attacks don't do very much damage. My ice ball, but there's still some very efficient attacks there. Sword, quarterstaff is speed. Hello, Anaconda. I should have moved a little bit differently earlier to avoid getting encircled like that. Vorpal Mace. Glaive of Venom. Nothing we're too excited about. Yeah, those constrictions do decent damage. I don't think snakes are immune to poison. Oh, no, you are. You're resistant. What's great about the spider branch, if you've got a poison weapon, is that insects, while they often do poison you, they're usually vulnerable to poison. So they're very easy to poison. They take bonus damage from it. Hello, Guardian Spirit or Serpent. Please die as quickly as possible. Shock Serpent is not scared of me because I am earthy. Sharpshooter. Just come at me, bro. You count as magic users. Okay. Well, again, he doesn't have a lot of friends, I think, to summon there. Okay, this starts to look a little scary. What's interesting here is I can retreat to the lava. Because some of these things can't follow me there. It does have the lava debuff, but maybe that's just to remind you that don't cancel your flight, or if you're using a potion or something. I'm not immune to fire, so I really... or lightning, so I really should make sure that it doesn't bounce through me. Resistances aside. Rune of Zot! Done! There's our first rune! Okay, so now we can enter the... depths? Or whatever? Or vault? Vault. Because you need one rune to enter vault. And I think vault 1 through 4 is pretty easy. It's that 5th vault level that's terrifying. Since the problem is that as far as we know, there's still a Kraken guarding the entrance to shoals. Oh, one thing I meant to do, hang on, DCSS wiki Kraken, which we could, you know, I could check. I just wanted to see if we can see invisible, which we could see if we went down and poked, but I'd have to make a big trip over there. I don't see any reference on the wiki to the Kraken being able to see invis. So one thing we could do to deal with shoals is to go invis, then drop down the stairs and get away from the Kraken. The problem will still be that the upstairs is still being guarded in a very dangerous way. I will put a cut in here. I think I'm at least going to poke my head into vaults because I think that is fine. I think. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll give it some think and try to figure out what's what. Thanks a lot for watching, folks. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Guys, I effed up real bad on our dungeon crawl run here. I tried to quit the game using Control-Q instead of Control-S. Control-S saves an exit. Control-Q abandons your run, ending it completely. With no takesies, backsies. I'm really sorry. I don't know. Can we disable that hotkey? Especially on the web things. I'm like, you can just close out of the window. And I was going to close out of the window. And I was like, you know what? My paranoia, you know, that instinct that you have to save obsessively, you know, like, oh, I hit save button. Well, I better hit it 3 more times. I was like, you know what? I better not quit just by closing the window. I should explicitly save and quit. Except I used the wrong hotkey and exploded our run. We're going to do some more Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup again at some point. But maybe not right now, because I'm a little bit salty. I'm really sorry, because after episode, whatever the last one was, 6, I was feeling really good. There'll be some more Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup in the future. I'm really sorry, and my apologies to Dave. We'll do what we can on a redo later on. Bye-bye.